We're constellations lighting high, two radiant souls that touch the sky. We set the world ablaze with light, and emerging, shining from the night.
Even when shadows close the in the dark I whisper low, a haunted voice from long ago. Your shadow danced with luminous grace, then vanished deep without a trace. The world expands within my sights. I swear your glow brings vast delights. It lifts me through the sunlit waves to every place our love engraves. And every time I try to run from fate, the golden stars keep pulling me away. We're constellations lighting high, two radiant souls that touch the sky. We set the world ablaze with light, emerging, shining from the night. Even when shadows close the day, you hold the brilliance leading my way. And though the stars may dim and fade, my heart will find you unafraid. Yeah, I'm racing through these cosmic fields, chasing light to stars it yields. Your voice, it echoes like a song, lifts my soul where I belong. Then suddenly the calm ascends, my heart beats steady, life transcends. I feel your radiance weave through night, a guiding star that burns so bright.
And no matter how the skies may darken, I'm drawn into the glow of your beacon.
We're constellations set to soar, to gleam, to beam forevermore. Across the vast, your life I hear an endless spark that stays so near. Even if the skies turn gray and every hope seems far away, I'll keep the light alive on high. 'Cause love like ours will never die, nor shine.
You still shine, you still shine, somewhere in the light inside of mine. I heard the quiet crack tonight, a trembling line of breaking light. The world was holding in its breath, like it has something left unsaid.
Your shadow stretched across the floor, a memory I still adore. But even gentle things can fade, like winter ghosts we once had made.
And where the quiet breaks, I feel your heartbeat trembling in the space between the words we never spoke, between the vows we never wrote. And in the silent take, I find the pieces time forgot to take, where all the fragile memories shake. That's where I find you.
toward the sound of something lost now, newly found. A version of the both of us, before we learn to fear our trust.
If love is quiet, then maybe breaking is the way it learns to speak. And where the quiet breaks, I feel your heartbeat trembling in the space. You're every echo I can chase, every truth I still can't face. But in a fragile lake, something warm begins to wake. If time was kind enough to take, why does it leave your name?
Let it break, let it tear the sky apart for us. All the fears we couldn't name or trust, all the unspoken things we never learned. Let it glow, maybe breaking is the only way to grow.
Where the quiet breaks, I still hear you in the spaces between what we almost became. We set the sky on fire again and rose like sparks against the wind. We set the sky on fire again and rose like sparks against the wind. Even when the night collapsed, you held the pieces in my hand. Now that burst moved on my heart to those where you belong.
And every time I try to walk away, the galaxies keep pulling me away.
We're constellations burning bright, two fractured souls that learn to fight. We set the sky on fire again and rose like sparks against the wind.
Even when the road these meteor scars, chasing shadows, chasing stars, your voice it hits like thunder shock, pulls me forward, keeps me stuck. And suddenly the silence hits my heartbeat, stumbles, worlds shift. I feel your memory cut through dust, a burning line between the us.
And no matter how the daylight tries to change, I'm locked inside the orbit of your flame.
We're constellations learning how to burn, to break, but not fall down. Across the void I hear you call,
The brightest star that never falls. Even if the skies fade red and every dream we had is dark inside. Echoes breaking through the pain. Every word you left behind, still falling like the rain. You sang the truth we couldn't say. You screamed the hurt we tried to hide. In every scar, in every tear, your fire still survives. The world feels colder since you're gone, but your light refuses to fade. You taught us how to carry on, even when we're not okay. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your shadow dances in the light. Every song, every cry keeps you alive inside our minds. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your voice lifts us when we fall. Time can't steal what never dies. You live forever in our soul. Broken souls found strength in you when nothing else made sense. You turned the dark into a home where pain could still exist. You showed us scars don't mean defeat. They're proof we're still alive, and in the silence after screams, your truth still survives. If heaven heard the songs you gave, it must be shaking now. But here on earth, your legacy is written in us somehow. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your shadow dances in the light. Every song, every cry keeps you alive inside our minds. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your voice still lifts us when we fall. Time can't steal what never dies. You live forever in our soul. We scream your name into the sky, not asking you to come back home, just hoping that you know somehow you were never alone. Your pain became our anthem. Your truth became our flame. And every time we break again, we remember your name. You're gone, but not goodbye. This isn't where the story ends. Through every tear, through every fight, your spirit rises once again. You're gone, but not goodbye. Your voice still heals what life destroys. This world is louder because of you, and quieter without your noise. You're gone, but not goodbye. Just eternal in the tonight. My fingers shaking in the light. It felt like touching something gone, a shadow stitched where you belong.
The room felt heavy with your breath, the kind that stays after a death. I swear I heard you in the walls, a memory that still remembers me.
I tried to speak your name out loud, but every syllable was drowned. There's something fragile in the sound, like hope that it never found its ground.
I kept the things you left behind, the kind of pain that's intertwined.
With pieces I can't separate, your love was warm, you're leaving gray. If breaking is the way we learn, then tell me why it still hurts.
If I break, will you remember me? The version of myself you used to see, the one who held you through the night, the one who swore we'd be alright.
If I fall, will you still know my voice, or will it fade beneath your choice? Tell me love before I leave. Will your memory anything of me? You said that time would heal the cracks, but time just gave your memories back, and every place I touch still aches. Nothing's empty like the space you made.
I tried to hold what slipped too fast, to keep a humbled on our past, but even walls collapse with time, and even hope can lose its
If
shine.
I break, will you remember me? The eyes of hell, just storms at sea. I try to stay, I try to breathe, but some things hurt more than they leave.
If I fall, will you recall the days we walked through fire just to stay? Tell me why love had to be the thing that finally unraveled me. Unravel me. Let me scream the pain undone. Let me crack beneath the sun. Let me fall, let me be. Sometimes breaking sets us free.
Let the shadows hear my plea. Let the hurt dissolve in me. If goodbye was destiny, why does it still bleed?
If I break, will you remember me? Not who I was, but who I tried to be. I burned through storms you couldn't see. I held your heart while losing me.
If I fall, will you still say my name, or bury it beneath the blame? Oh love, before I finally leave, tell me what you keep of me. Just one piece, just one breath, just something small you won't forget.
Remember me in the quiet, in the ache, in the places we broke.
Emotions a mirror, epic picture take a state and war begins to rise, pulling morning from the black.
I've been wandering through quiet rooms, rooms that echoed old perfumes, fragments of a world I knew. Before it slipped from me to you, my footsteps trembled in the dust, my hands still shaking out of trust. But when your shadow took the door, the quiet wasn't quiet anymore.
I carry stones beneath my ribs, the kind no one could see your face. Nights stretch long like fragile threads, pulling tight between unsaid shake like walls that time will never make. After the quiet breaks, you lift the weight the night creates. Every tear that filled the dark turns to rivers through my heart. And step by step the morning wakes. I rise after the quiet breaks.
You stayed when all the colors bled. You stayed when light had turned to red. Your touch rewrote the words I kept, the ones I hid, the ones I wept. And now I breathe a different air, one born from gentleness you shed. You held my soul until it shook, until the quiet finally
Broke. After the quiet breaks, I feel the world beneath me quake. The past unravels thread by thread, no longer whispering in my head. I stand in light that open forces Breathing slow and fading glow. Colors hum where shadows go. Your outline moves inside the mist. A memory the dawn once kissed.
We walked inside a world half dreamed, where nothing felt the way it seemed. The sky was low, the stars within, as if unsure of where to begin. Your hand brushed mine, a trembling spark, a distant fire in the dark. It warmed the corners of my chest, a fragile place that feared to rest.
Our spoken echoes, gentle, small. Afraid my truth would make you fall, but you just smiled and held your breath, as if my words were heaven's death.
The half-light wrapped around our skin, a soft reminder, start again. And in that shade where doubts reside, you pull me gently to your side.
Every fear I thought I'd keep slowly melts as shadows leave. Hearts in the half-light, finding their way through the silent night. Soft as a whisper on skin so warm, guiding us through every quiet storm. Stay with me where dawn feels right. Two hearts in the half-light.
We trace the edges of our pain, like maps rewritten by the rain. Your voice, a common breaking seas, unfolded everything in me. Don't run, you said we'll make it through. The morning always finds its hue, and in that moment time stood still, as light and dark bent to our will.
Unspoken, soft open. Hearts in the half-light, shining like sparks, learning to take flight. No map to lead us, no promise sign, just your hand slowly taking mine. halfway. Chasty 얼굴 쇼타는 일시디큐 nostalgia 시디큐 futuristic
Stripped in our suckers through a dream where everything was in between. The almost love, the almost fear, the almost future drawing near. You touched my hand but never stayed a puzzle piece that slipped away. But even things we never claimed still carry echoes of our names. And I keep wondering,
and if we were meant to be a story half unwritten, half unspent, you were the glow beyond the haze, the spark that flickered through my days. But some lights fade before they shine. Not every path becomes a light.
we were silhouettes we never chased, drawn in the sky but left half traced. Two constellations out of place, too close to fall, too far to chase.
We were echoes summaries, some goodbyes with no one blames. Maybe love just leaves a taste, a sweetness lost, a name unnamed.
Some stories don't end. They dissolve into the space between us.
We were silhouettes we never chased,
Written in shadows never fade.
two fading stars that never fell.
Two prayers the universe withheld.
We were moments never placed,
Beautiful, broken, interlaced.
sometimes things we can't embrace.
Are the ones that stay the longest.
Fading slow,
Names will never call again.
One note trembles,
Another falls apart. Everything sounds like someone crying in the next room.
I kept your sweater in a drawer, never had the courage to explore. It smells like nights we used to save, like whispered dreams we couldn't break. Every part of you I kept, feels heavier the more I wept.
I swear the silence learned your name and whispered it into my shame.
I tried to tell you I was scared,
Fear is louder when it's shared.
and every truth we tried to hide.
Scar that's away from deep inside.
I held your shadow in my chest.
It stayed longer than all the rest, and in the dark I realized love hurts most when it survives. I never told you
to leave.
Ooh.
I carry pieces of your fear
Until they blended with my tears. You said we'd heal, but healing slipped. Untruth is shaking on your lips. I tried to be the calm you sought, but storms are born from every thought. And when I looked into your eyes, I saw the place where I collapsed. This is the weight I never said. The pages of the life we shared. You loved the dream inside my head, but not the parts of me that bled. You were the ache that made me stay, the hope that slowly slipped away. I tried, I swear, in every way, but some hearts break when asked to stay. Let me go, let me fall. I can't keep carrying it all. Every whisper, every call. I loved you until I lost it all.
This was the weight I never said.
The quiet truth that left me dead.
But now I breathe without your threat.
I let you go. I lift my
We rise where shadows sit.
walked a road of fractured stone. Every step a breaking bone. The sky hung low like whispered blame. The night too cold to call my name. I kept my hope in fragile jars, hid them underneath the scars. But even bruised I tried to stand, until your light brushed through my head. You found me where the silence fed, in battles I fought in my head. You didn't ask the reasons why. You only looked me in the eye, and something in your steady breath pulled me back from edges of death. Your presence broke the walls within, a place where shadows used to win.
The dark can't keep its hold tonight.
Your voice is shaping new sunlight.
We rise where shadows end.
Beyond the hurt we used to defend,
Every wound becomes a guide. Every fall turns into stride.
side by side we learn to mend. We rise where shadows end.
I spent years trembling in the rain, learning the language of my pain. But then you held me steady, true, and said you're more than what broke you. I let those words sink in my chest, slow at first, but then they pressed. And in their warmth I dared to see a better version, made with you and me.
We rise where shadows end.
Where every fear begins to bend.
Our steps are heavy, but they shine, carved by strength in your hand and mine.
Nothing left for us to pretend.
we never named. All the storms we felt ashamed now become the proof we send. We survive where shadows end. We survive where shadows end. Where shadows end. Where shadows end. Where shadows end.
We rise where shadows end, stronger than the nights that try to bend. Through every heartbreak, every scar, we learned exactly who we are.
And now together, hand in hand, we stand in light that can't be dimmed.
We rise again, we rise
Where shadows end.
where shadows.
Where shadows end.
We rise. Your voice still lingers like a stain inside my lungs. A quiet poison dripping slow from places we begun.
Nah, I see a shadow on the door where all our secrets bled. A memory with sharpened teeth still living in my head. Every promise that you left became a fracture in my chest, and every love you turned to smoke the moment that you left. I tried to hold the pieces, but they cut me as they fell. I wear the scars like letters in a language made of hell. I chased the echoes of a hope that never learned to stay. Held on to ghosts that told me lies just so I wouldn't stray.
You built a kingdom out of fear and dressed it up as fate. I lived inside the walls you made it learn to suffocate. And I keep crawling through the echoes of the life we tore apart, searching for the last of me beneath your dying heart. Burn me down again, let the fire out the truth you never said. I'm just the ashes of my name, drifting through the wreckage of the games we played. Every lie became a flame, and now I rise with nothing left to save. Let the smoke erase the blame. I'm stronger in the ashes of my name.
I still remember every promise melting into rust. The way your silence felt like knives disguised as fragile trust.
I walked the edge of who I was, just trying to fit your shape, until I lost myself beneath the weight I couldn't escape.
Hold this learning
To
how
stand when you're alone,
to hear the sound of healing.
from the cracks and broken bone.
And I don't need forgiveness as I finally walk away.
All the ghosts you left behind are fading with the day. Burn me down again, let the fire out the truth you never said. I'm just the ashes of my name, drifting through the wreckage of the games we played. Every lie became a flame, and now I rise with nothing left to save. Let the smoke erase the blame. I'm stronger in the ashes of my
Let the embers fall like rain. I won't bend, I won't break again. What you took, I reclaim every piece, every flame, every part of the pain. Yeah.
Let the wind take what
The
remains.
subtle, the fear, the weight of your chains.
I am more than what was there.
I am born again.
From the ashes of my name. Burn again. I rise higher than the fire that you fed. I'm just the ashes of my name, but even ruin has a place from where it can be said.
Every scar became a declaration carved into my veins. I finally see who I became.
I'm alive in the ashes of my name.
storming cloud. The ache I kept beneath my bones felt heavier when I was alone. I tried to hide in endless sleep, to bury what I couldn't keep. But shadows know the cracks we fear, and whisper truths we won't let near.
Then you arrived without a sound. Your presence warm, your heartbeat profound. You didn't push, you didn't pry. Just stayed until my tears ran dry.
Just breathe, you said, a quiet plea, and something loosened deep in me. The night I carried like a chain, slowly loosened link by chain.
And in the dark, your gentle tone told me I'd never face it alone.
Praise like bell back to morning.
Hold me when the dark is forming. Let your heartbeat guide the light to every corner lost in night. Stay with me through breaking dawn, until the weight I carry's gone.
I never learned to fall with grace, to show the cracks behind my face. But with your hands upon my own, I felt a safety I'd never known.
My fears uncoil one thread at a time. Your touch a warmth, both soft and kind. And in your eyes I found the truth, that I was worth the light I loved.
Praise me back to morning.
Keep the shadows from returning. Every whisper that you send teaches broken parts to mend. Let your voice become the way that leads me through the end of night, into the cradle of daylight.
If you shake, I'll hold you.
If you fall, I'll go with you. If you break, I won't let go. Just breathe, breathe with me. We'll wake the morning.
Break that you wore. That night we fell apart once more, when silence held us tighter than the promises we failed to mend. I loved you with a quiet hope that someday we would learn to cope, but futures cracked like brittle ice when truth was colder than the lies. We stood in storms we couldn't fight, two fading souls too tired for light. Maybe holding on was just another way to hide our trust.
If leaving means we both can heal,